Hello, my name is Louis Driver, and I'm doing a demo of KnowledgePool. This is a social platform that's designed to have long form content that will be reviewed by other members of the community before it is um, available for people to see. And then, so right now we are at the sign in or sign up page. So we can create a user, so new demo, new at demo.com, give them a username of, guess what, new demo, and then a password, and then we will submit that, so we don't want to save it. So we can show in the back end that the submission was received, got this username, new demo, it was created just a minute ago, and then once you get signed in, you see a list of all the posts that um, currently it's all of the posts that have fewer than 2 rejections from the review system. And then we can see here that we had a user ID. This is the logs so that we're showing the connection between the front end and the back end. So we created a session for this user, and when we got transferred to this page or redirected to the page, we call this function get posts, and it executes this SQL query to get all the posts that have less than 2 rejected reviews. Alright, then say if we want to see this post, what's one? We're going to review, I think this post, but say we wanted to just read about this, we could read the post, but in the filtration system, which will have 3 of the oldest posts that have been submitted that don't have um, the correct number of approvals or need more approvals or rejections. So we can see this one right here, and it will bring up a form and some things to consider for the user. So when you're reviewing this, are there grammatical errors? Did this knowledge drop? Because it's like one drop in the whole pool of knowledge. Better inform you. And then do they demonstrate credibility? Is it intentional or just haphazard? And then you'd read the post, and then you would write a review for it. So we're going to reject this post because it was written by ChatGPT, and then once we go back to the whole pool, which is the list of all posts, we'll see that the post is no longer there because it was rejected 2 times. So in the back end, we can show you here that, so this is identifying and cooking puffball mushrooms. It's been rejected once. We're going to submit this review that you didn't use a reliable source. Reliable sources. And we'll submit that. And then it'll, since we submitted a review for that post, it won't be in the list anymore because we've obviously already reviewed it. So we go back here, and with how the current system works, since the puffball mushroom post has more than 2 rejected reviews, it's no longer in the list. Obviously in the future I need to update it so that only posts that have been approved by a certain percentage will be available to be seen here, but this is for demo purposes. We will see right here the review was submitted to the backend, So identifying and cooking mushrooms, puffball mushrooms, was rejected once again, so it's no longer in the list. But we can also create a knowledge drop. Currently we have none, but we go to this form to create one, and it gives you some guidance about what your post should try to strive to be. So you're trying to share something that you've learned or to teach others, and recognize that your post is going to be reviewed before it should be seen by other people, and that it's okay that it's not approved, because that just means that you can improve your writing skills and deliver better content for the platform. So this is a demo post, and right here you get prompts in the text areas about what each section should be about. So this snapshot is what you see in the card lists about why someone should read your post or what your post is about. So read my post for this reason, yada yada. And then we would write some content here. And then in this, I made it so that basically the text area will auto size for the reader, and the form's kind of supposed to emulate what it will look like when it's posted. And then resources, no resources used, just my brain. Generally something like that isn't going to be acceptable, and this post would be rejected, obviously because the content is poor and they didn't really put any effort into it. But we submit this, and then we see, oh, it's in our drops, and we can see reviews for it. There's no reviews, and that is why the approval status is pending. We can see that the post was created in the MySQL database. We just go select all from the post. And then this is the demo post. And then read the post for that reason, etc. But we showed the create an account form, so we can show the sign in form if you already have an account. So you'll just use, so the puffball mushroom was by this account, so we'll sign into it. We see that this demo post is in the list because it doesn't have 2 or more rejections, but in the future it would only be here if it was approved by, I think, 3 or more people is what I want to go for, but I'm not sure on the exact numbers yet. So we can go to my drops. This is the user that created the identifying and cooking puffball mushrooms post, and it's rejected because it has 2 or more rejections. And then in the future, I want you to be able to edit posts once you're in the drops and you can read the reviews. So this should turn into a form, or have a form down below that would be populated with the data from the current version, and then you could resubmit the post there. But other than that, I think that just shows all the functionality that currently exists. In the future, I want a ability to like posts, and then like a trending section that would show like the most liked posts from the past week or the past day or something like that over here, and the ability to reply to posts is also another feature that I would like to add in the future. And then to help manage misinformation or keep the knowledge pool clean, I would want a ability to report a post if you don't think it meets the guidelines, if it's made it through the filtration system, like unknowingly, a user believes. But other than that, I think that shows everything. Yeah.